Hello everyone, and the topic for today's lore video is the Umbaran Starfighter. The Umbaran designers created a starfighter unlike any other, with a ribbon-like frame that twisted around the central mount for the cockpit and engine block. The tall, spindly ship rested on wings that had a vaguely triangular shape, and when the ship lifted off, the wings shifted down into flight configuration. The cockpit consisted of an upright pilot seat that rested on the ground in front of the ship when it wasn't in use, and when the pilot sat down, repulsor lifts brought the seat up, and it was then surrounded by a scintillating blue energy field. The seat and the cockpit bubble were ray shielded, giving the pilot some protection. The fighter had no hyperdrive system, but flying the highly responsive, eerily quiet fighter craft was a unique experience. All of the readouts the pilot used were holographic, with each of their hands being highlighted by a blue holographic bubble that indicated they were now in control of the ship. The Starfighter didn't use a traditional stick and foot pedal control. Instead, the pilot's every subtle gesture with his hands influenced the ship. This could be very disconcerting for anyone unfamiliar with the vessels. A steady hand at the controls was never so apt a description of what was necessary to fly a starfighter. Umbaran starfighters were armed with two weapon systems. Below the command chair was a single rapid-fire laser cannon that spat green bolts of death. Now, very powerful, it was keyed on default by the pilot clenching and unclenching his right hand in a particular way that again was too easily replicated by the unwary. Punching a fist, or if the control option was so configured, an open hand forward fired the devastating electromagnetic pulse missile systems. Having been on the receiving end of their fire, the clone troops trying to take the separatist allied world of Umbara learned to respect the Umbaran ships and their destructive power. To prevent further weapons and equipment reaching the Umbaran soldiers, clone troopers Fives, Hardcase, and Jesse successfully used a flight of Umbaran starfighters to infiltrate and destroy a separatist supply ship from the inside. The lethal electromagnetic pulse missile systems that I mentioned a little earlier were independent modules with built-in repulsor lift systems that allowed them to be moved easily by a single technician. They linked to the cockpit controls of their designated fighter and could be maneuvered into position by the pilot and then locked in place magnetically. And that is pretty much what I could get about the Umbaran Starfighter. Because in reality, I think the only time we actually see it is in the Clone Wars series, with the three-part episodes where they attack Umbara, and that's pretty much all we see of it, and there's not much else is known about them. But if anyone else can find some more information and they want to correct me on something, but by all means, go ahead. But other than that, if you like the video, be sure to like it, subscribe, comment, and all that. Let me know what you thought of the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.